Okay guys, I'm just waiting for my charcoal to burn down here so I can get some barbecued goat on the go. I've been debating on doing this video for over a week now. I'm not sure why this rubbed me the wrong way, but it kinda has. These videos on, they're very, very popular. Everybody with a camera seems to be doing videos on the cost of living in Thailand, and all those videos seem to do very well. So, well, that explains why they're doing it. But with the exception of one, everyone that I've seen, and I know this is gonna piss some people off, but with the exception of one video, these videos are very dangerous, very, very misleading, in my opinion. You know, I don't know everything about Thailand. I don't pretend to be a Thailand expert, but I have lived there a long time, and I've traveled around the world for over 20 years. I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of bad stuff, and that's what worries me. All these cost of living videos, people that say you can live on 20 or 30,000 baht a month, you know, to me that's not living, that's surviving. And if that's how you want to plan your retirement, surviving in a third world country, then, you know, that's your call. But the biggest thing that these people are totally ignoring is insurance. I've never seen one of them mention insurance, especially health insurance. And health insurance, especially the older you get, is expensive. My most expensive bills are insurance, motorbike insurance, truck insurance, house insurance, health insurance. And health insurance is the big one. You don't have to have a car. You don't have to have a motorbike. And you don't have, right now, you don't have to have health insurance. But every year, there's dozens of stories about people getting seriously hurt, waking up in the hospital with no money and no insurance. Just think about that. If you wake up, and especially in a third world country, you get in an accident, they take you to the emergency room. The next day, 2 days later, they want to release you, but they won't release you until you pay the bill. And you have no money to do it. You have no health insurance. What are you going to do? You know, I know a guy that actually died in the hospital waiting for money, waiting for somebody to give him money to buy his way out. He probably would have died anyway, but they wouldn't let him leave. He wanted to check out and they wouldn't let him leave. There's lots of stories. Just search on Thai Visa, on the forum there, on the news stories. Every year, many people get in bad accidents in Thailand, end up in the hospital, and they can't pay their way out. And the hospital's not going to let you walk away. They want their money. You can't leave until you pay. So the longer you stay there, the more it costs. The Thai government for the last year, at least a year, maybe longer, has been talking about making health care, at least travel insurance, mandatory for everybody coming to Thailand. It's not passed yet, and probably won't ever be, to be honest, because that's going to take a big hit to the tourism. But all these people living on 30,000 baht a month, surviving, would be screwed. I've met a lot of people over the years that were in a situation where they couldn't afford to leave. They can't afford to be here and can't afford to leave. And that's no joke. I know a guy that was well into his 60s, maybe close to 70. And for 3 years he was trying to get money to go home, back to England. All he needed was a plane ticket, and finally his family, his very, very elderly mother, was the one who ponied up the cash to get him to go home, to get him home. He was managing to survive, staying in one of those little 3,000 or 4,000 baht a month condos, which is like a tiny hotel room, and just managing to survive. He was living, but you know, no, couldn't use air conditioning because he couldn't afford to pay the electric. Light bulbs burn out, no money to buy new light bulbs. Like, is that how you want to live your life? You know, I know we all want to retire cheap, but you know, surviving in a third world country is not my retirement dream, I tell you that. And none of these guys that are doing these videos, and some people have done 2 and 3 and 4 cost of living videos because they get lots of views, and none of them show, or that I've seen, show the true story. You know, I could not live on 30,000 baht a month. I guess if I had to, I could, but I don't want to. I would never want to. 50,000, yeah. You know, 10 years ago, I said if I had 50,000 baht a month, I would never leave again, you know, because I always went away to work. But 10 years ago and now, 50,000 baht is a big difference. And think about what it's going to be like 10 years from now. You know, and you don't know what the conversion rate's going to do. That's a big factor, the conversion rate. Depending on what currency you're working with. You know, take the pound. 10 years ago, the pound was 70 something. And now it's in the 40s. You know, you have to take all this stuff into consideration. If you want to live on 30,000 baht a month, that's fine. But have a nest egg. Have a security blanket. That's all I'm saying. Because, you know, if you believe these guys, boy, I tell you, you're going to be in trouble. A guy I knew from Holland, he retired at 50 or 52, something like that. Came to Thailand. Again, living in a 3,000 baht a month room. It wasn't even a condo, it was kind of a dive. But he was happy. He was everything was good, you know. He'd go out, have a couple drinks at night, and you know, he had a little motorbike, and you know, things were good until he got sick. He woke up one morning, didn't feel well, went to the hospital, was in the hospital for over a month. You know how he got out of the hospital? The Dutch embassy in Bangkok paid his hotel bill, or his hospital bill. And then they said, you're going back to Holland and you're going back to work. We want our money back. So they gave him like a month or something to get his stuff together. And, you know, in the retirement, he's going home by the rules of the government. They're making him. You're paying it back. You know, and there's lots of stories like that. And don't be a statistic, you know. Don't be one of those guys. Don't be that guy sitting outside 7-Eleven sipping on a beer for 4 hours complaining about the country because you got no money. You know, there's too many of those already. And that's no way to plan your future, I think. But you know, it's your decision in the end. Just take what all these guys are saying with a grain of salt. I got nothing to gain in this, and I wasn't going to make this video, but it's, like I say, it's been eating at me now for days, that this information these guys are putting out there is so dangerous, unbelievably dangerous, in my opinion, you know. I've met the people, I've met a bunch of people, I've read the stories of people with no money, no health care, and sick, or, you know, like Andy, the guy from England, couldn't go home, you know, couldn't find enough money anywhere. There's no way he could do it to go home, living on minimum money. I think he was getting £100 a week or something from a pension in the UK, and you know, you can't live like that. I saw a comment on one of the videos the other day. A guy wanted to retire at 30 and live in Thailand, and how many million baht would you need? Well, that's an impossible question, dude. You know. But if you base it on 30,000 baht a month, you don't need much. Oh, and the other one I almost forgot is the visa. None of these guys explain how they afford their visa. If you're retired, you're 55 years old, and you can prove that you got money coming in every month, that equals to 800,000 baht required, then you're okay. But if you got to have money in the bank, like a retirement visa, you have to have 800,000 in the bank for 3 months. My visa is a marriage visa. I have to have 400,000 in the bank for 3 months. You know, that's an important one. That's no visa, you go to jail, you know. And they're really strict on that now. And if you don't qualify for either one of those visas, then it gets even more expensive, a lot more expensive. And then, you know, what about fun? Don't forget to include fun in your budget, because you're soon going to get bored sitting in your little condo doing nothing all day because you got no money. This video was supposed to be short. I met a guy about 10 years ago, maybe 12 years ago. He was from New Zealand. He came to Thailand without ever being here, retired, came to Thailand, and he set himself a budget of 200 baht a day spending money. He bought a condo, and he had all that was straightened out. He had money to pay the electric and all that stuff. No air conditioner, you know, no frills, you know, no life really. And then 200 baht a day. So he could either have beer or he could have food, but he couldn't have both in the same day. And that's fresh first week of retirement. That's not a life, man. You know, you can live like that, but do you want to? You know, do you want to be the guy sitting at the corner of the bar hoping somebody's going to buy you a beer because you can't afford to buy one for yourself? Or, you know, the guys in Pattaya that drive around or walk around all day looking for a bar with balloons up because that's where the free food is. You know, that's learn from the guys that's been here a long time. That's not life. That's not living. That's just surviving. And not how I would plan my retirement, that's for sure. Alright guys, sorry for the ramble. I needed to say it. You know, what you do with this information is your business. I'm just saying, take it with a grain of salt. Do your research. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You don't want to be one of those guys living off your wife, if you're lucky to have a wife. You know, most of them don't make much money here, so you're not going to be enjoying much. Life is not going to be that exciting, let's say. Alright guys, like I said, sorry about the ramble, and thanks for watching. It's time to cook.